something that you can use in a private lesson. You can also do it in groups, classes type of situation, but it's a way of starting to awaken listening to the tonal context or the harmonies that are underneath or surrounding our individual line, and how that can affect how we play a particular note as far as vibrato or sounding point or various things go. We're going to do something where Abby's going to play one note and I'll harmonize it in several different ways. And you'll hear how her one particular note changes character or mood or quality, and how she does that also, responds to that with her vibrato and her bow. I will also put up in a note some of the ways that I'm harmonizing this particular note so that you can do this on your own. So I'll have her play the note C. She plays her note differently, and as cellist or violinist or anything, as we're playing in an ensemble or with the piano, we want to be very sensitive to that and not necessarily analyze and specifically say what the chord is, but be able to respond to the mood or the color change of that. You can also do this with two cellos if you don't have a piano available. So play your C again. Music, but especially music of the 19th century. We'll show just a couple of examples of that. One is the beginning of the Rachmaninoff cello sonata, which are not the beginning, but the beginning of the slow movement, where we have this melody. All those B flats at the beginning. Listen how they change, how from the harmony changes. We start out with something that's like this. Another good example is in the slow movement of Schubert's Arpeggione Sonata, and you will play this one together. So why don't you start on your F sharp?
Oh, that one.
Yeah, let's do that first. This is in major 12 and 13, if you want to look this up. So she has a melody there. That. Now we'll play it slowly and listen to the harmony underneath that, how that affects the way you shape those F sharps. Yeah, let's just isolate each of those F sharps so you can hear it in the context. Bass line and the harmonic changes really push the phrase forward and create a lot of increasing tension over those F sharps. Another really good passage in the same piece starts in measure 57, and this is where you start on the E. do with the piano or without, but it has really profound implications for how we phrase, how we shape, how we color our sound, and developing an awareness of this and the ability to shape the sound on our instruments, to reflect and be sensitive to what other people in our ensemble are doing.